First and foremost, giving all praises, honor, and glory unto the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders that surely do rule well at Great Millstone. Peace and salutation to the sincere brethren out there pushing this gospel in sincerity and truth. Shalom to the humble and sincere sister out there as well. This is Brother Kalam from the GMS Strand Camp. This lesson will be entitled, Whatever You Can't Defeat Alone, We Will Defeat Together. And basically, what I'm trying to say in the title is that brothers need to help one another, and that whatever brother can't fight on his own, then you will lend him your strength, and both of you will overcome whatever rival or whatever enemy or opposition is receiving. If a brother has financial problems and he cannot overcome it on his own, then you will, if you have that strength financially, then you will help him overcome it. You understand? If a brother is weak in the spirit and does not have the ability to bring out as much videos as he should, or do the works as he should, then you understand, would aid him in his journey and help him. Because there will come a time when you would be in a weak state and you'd need somebody to talk to, you would need somebody to help you, and you'd call upon your brother. That's all we really have in this truth as men, right? As men on a battlefield, all we really have is each other, right? Now you have your wife and you have your kids, but on a battlefield, this is a battlefield, this is a war we're fighting. And upon fighting wars, the only persons you have is the one on the left and the right hand side of you. It's only your brethren, it's only your comrades. You have to fight the war. You watch his back, he watch your back, and that's how you not get killed. Do you understand? Right? And the cadets, and even any military branch or field, that is one of the things that they teach you. Brotherly love, camaraderie, you understand? That companionship. That you had to be able to trust this person with your life, and he had to trust you with his life. And that's the only way you'll be able to survive. You understand? So where is it that our brother, need help? Right? You need to help him. You need to reach out to him and assist him, right? In whatever way you could. You understand? And this truth is not about being no lone wolf. Lone wolves die. You understand? This truth ain't about being no lone wolf. You by yourself, you want to shine by yourself. It's not about that. It's about a brotherhood. There's a reason why the Lord has an elect. You understand? There's reason why he picked a certain number and he didn't just pick one. You understand? There's a reason he chose a government. There's a reason he chose a body of men. You understand? There's a reason why he's allowing us to fellowship with each other, to be around each other, to have to watch each other's videos, right? To text one another, and to communicate, right? There's a reason for that. So that you could assist one another, right? In Ecclesiastes 4 verse 9, it said 2 are better than 1 because they have a good reward for their labor. For if they fall, right, the one will lift up his fellow, but woe to him that is alone when he falleth, for he had none another to help him up. You understand? So what I'm showing you, it said that 2 is better than 1. So there is strength in numbers. And with these 2, if one fall, right, if one on the ropes, then the next one will be there to help him up. The next one will be there to watch his back. and to boost his strength. You understand? But woe to him that is alone when he fall. Why? Because he gonna have to pick up himself. There won't be no shoulder to lean on. There won't be no hand reaching out to lift him up. He'll be by himself. Verse 11 say again, if two lie together, then they have heat. But how can one be warm alone? And if one prevail against him, two shall withstand him. Whatever you can't defeat alone, we will defeat together. You understand? So whoever giving you problems, whoever too strong for you to handle, then the two of us will fight it. And it say what? If one prevail against him, two shall withstand him, and a threefold cord is not quickly broken. So wherever we can fight alone, then the third brother will come in and the three of us will fight against it. And if we can overcome, then a fourth, and a fifth, and a sixth, and eventually what? We will overcome that adversity together. You understand? It's not about being alone. That just leading down a path of death. You know, basically. Leading on, not death, but leading on a path that, you know, you're making it harder than what it's supposed to be. Right? You making your own life harder for no reason whatsoever. Why do something by yourself when you could do it with brothers? Right? You know, I on work, you know, it's have certain things where two men is required, you know, to lift up, right? Certain things. And you know, it's at times where men will try to lift it up by themselves, and everything was inside, they spill out, you know. And it don't work out. Right? So what does end up happening? You have to go and call somebody, a fella or whatever, to assist you in doing it. Right? Because you by yourself cannot lift it up. But two of you all, no problem. Right? Because you're using each other's strength. And in this truth that we have to do, we have to be there for one another. Lean on each other. You understand? There's no war under the sun that has been won by one man. There's no king, you understand, that had the ability to win a war without his army. Because the king leans on his soldiers and the soldiers lean on the king. They use each other's strength. You understand? What is a general without his captains and his lieutenants? Right? And where's them without their sergeants and their corporals? And where's the corporals without the privates? You understand? You see that camaraderie that is needed? And that one man can't do it alone, and that you need to lean on each other. The book of Galatians chapter 6 verse 2. It says, bear ye one another's burdens, and so fulfill the law of Yahushai. For if a man think himself to be something when he is nothing, he deceiveth himself. You know, but the key part, you know, is bear ye one another's burdens. Bear ye one another's hardships, one another's pains. You understand? Bear ye. Lift it up. Lift up the cross with thy brethren, and they will lift up thy cross. You know, lift up your cross and help you with your walk too. Now if you read verse 5, it says, for every man shall bear his own burden. Because when you really come down to it, it's an individual walk. You can't guarantee your brother's salvation. All you could do is help him. And that is all sometimes that is needed. Assistance, help. We all need help. You understand? You can't do nothing alone. You yourself can't even get your own salvation. You ought to go to who? Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. You couldn't even live perfect. Right? Nobody in our nation had the ability to live perfect. So who did we need? Yahushai. And who did Yahushai need? The Heavenly Father Yahweh. You understand? We all need someone. We all need help. Right? And as brethren, if a brother call out for assistance and for help, try your best, to be there in any way that you could assist, right? Because as I say earlier in the video, this is a war. It's a war we fighting. There's a battle. You understand? One man cannot win a war. Armies win wars. You understand? Ranks of men, battalions and platoons, companies win wars. Not one man. You understand? What team you know comprised of one man? Alright? Strength in numbers. The book of Philippians 2 verse 4, it say, look not every man on his own things, but every man also on the things of others. So you take something like, our YouTube pages. Alright, your page have videos. What about your brother page? He lacking on videos? You doing the works, but what about your brother? Has he been out doing the works? You studying. Is your brother studying? Right? You know your mental state, right? Your faith, and you know your mental state, but have you checked up on your brother's mental state to see where he is? There's a certain selfishness to this walk, to where you had to focus on yourself, focus on self-improvement, better in yourself, becoming greater than you was yesterday, right? Striving for salvation, right? Working out your salvation in fear and trembling, doing everything to make your calling for election sure. But at the same time, you need to be selfless as well, right? And also focus on the things that are your brother's. Get his page going. Get his mental state. Help him, right? To fight whatever demons he's fighting. If a brother in distress and he call you, be able to go through the scriptures. Being able to divide the word. Studying to show thyself approved. And when you're studying, I just show you, when you studying, it's not just for you. When you posting videos, it's not just to say, well, you post videos. It's for your brothers too. So if a man call upon you, you could assist him and show him things to open him back up and to comfort him. You understand? That's where, that's why I entitled it, whatever you can't defeat alone, we will defeat together. So whatever a brother can't fight on his own, and he been trying and he been failing, guess what? The two of we will overcome it together. And where we fail, then three will. You understand? Hey, and with that, just a quick edification. Help one another, stand side by side. There's a war, there's a battle we fighting. Strength in numbers, you understand? Ranks, companies, battalions, platoons win wars. You understand? Brethren, brothers, comrades together win wars. Right? Not no one man. Giving all praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakodash, Shalom.